Spoiler warning! Before we go any further, please bear in mind full spoilers ahead for Gone Home. So if you have any interest in discovering the story for yourself, obviously stop watching immediately and try watching some of my other lovely videos. Wink wink, nudge nudge. But yes, housekeeping out of the way. Welcome to the second episode of Transgamer, the series in which I, Jazz, talk about how games have had a significant can't talk impact on my gender transition, male to female. And today's subject, as you might have guessed, is Gone Home. I played Gone Home in late 2014, I think, which seems a lifetime ago now. And I remember someone gifted it to me on Steam so that I could do a dumb Let's Play on it. And I didn't really have any idea what to expect. I'd heard that it was like one of those so-called walking simulators, but I'm like, hey, I like a more laid-back, wandering around sort of game sometimes. That sounds fun. You know, maybe there's some puzzles in there. That'd be good. What I wasn't expecting was to be reduced to like near fucking tears by the end of it all, because for some reason at the time I had no idea what it was. I just was so struck by the story of Gone Home and the characters. Possibly just because I wasn't expecting anything like that, it caught me unawares. And I remember at the time being very confused by it all, but now looking back with the the rainbow-coloured lenses of knowing what I know now, yeah, I think it's quite interesting. You know, that I would resonate so much with this simple story about teenage girls ending up in a romance together, and obviously there's the envy element there for me, being a gay trans woman, but there's also the fact that the tone of the story is also about just the prejudice they face and, you know, why can't we just be happy together sort of message that it takes on by the end. I think there's a definite connection there to the the pros and cons of coming to terms with my own gender situation, and it's interesting to go back and see these games and other things that just at the time I was like, why is this affecting me so much? What does this mean? Uh, but now I think it makes complete sense, and more than that though, quite like Life is Strange later would. I played Life is Strange knowing what I know now, but Gone Home was pre quote unquote awakening. So I think it's an interesting comparison. But quite like Life is Strange, it also really got me because, you know, being recently out of uni at the time and all these things, I was in a similar age group, big wide world opening up to me, and obviously that is also represented within Gone Home of these two ladies running off together. But also there's the darker elements. There's seriously playing Gone Home. I was thinking this is either going to end with them driving into the sunset or a mass suicide is the only options that this plot can go towards. And luckily for my heart rate, it went to the happy ending. But I was completely bracing myself to walk up those stairs and see two bodies hanging from the ceiling. Fortunately, it didn't come to that. But again, I think that resonated with some of the that's a more extreme version of the sadder thoughts I was having, and sometimes occasionally still have, but less so these days. And I think that as well just resonated there. But I think just the whole Gone Home experience for me was like, huh, what's this? This is weird. Oh, it's kind of scary. I don't know what's going on here. And then by the end I was like, oh, I'm really enjoying this. This is really happy. And then, oh god, no, please don't die. And then, hey, it's a happy ending. But also I'm still kind of emotionally distraught just by virtue of like it could have been sad. And I think all of this, I try not to go back in time too much and be like, clearly this all suggests this is all me being latently trans, all these things. I try not to paint too many memories with the rainbow brush, but I think Gone Home was a significant moment because it sparked thoughts that I couldn't explain, and about a year after that, everything would come together in a very surprising way. So I think it just fed into the thought process. I'm not saying, like, if I hadn't played Gone Home, I would have never realised the situation, but I am saying it might have been not the straw that broke the camel's back. It's one of the drops in the bucket. There we go. Possibly a large droplet. So that's Gone Home. Irrespective of the strange controversy surrounding Gone Home, I'm not going to touch on that. I think everything that could be said has been said about the strange controversy surrounding Gone Home. I just found it a very worthy gaming experience with personal relevance to me. And if for some reason you've let me spoil the entire game without playing it yourself, well, you're a silly Billy, but you can probably go still and get something out of it if you wish. So thank you for watching yet another terrible rambly video. Hopefully you got something out of it. And I'll think of an ending one day to these videos. That'll do.
Lonnie came over today, but everything was different. She was sitting at my desk chair, and she wouldn't look at me. Finally, I asked her what was going on. She said she felt like she'd done something wrong that night in the city. Like I must think... But I said no, there was nothing wrong. I just wanted to say... But I couldn't find the words. I felt like I was gonna cry, but I wasn't sad. She got up and sat next to me on the bed. I looked at her. Lonnie, do you think you could ever... And that's when she kissed me.